Hello guys, my name is Balkrishna Srivastav and welcome to Code with BK. So in this video we write C++ code solution for LeetCode problem number 67, add binary. So before we begin, it is a request to please subscribe to my channel. So this is a question. Take a minute and give this a reading. You are given two binary strings, two binary values as strings A and B, and then you have to return the sum of A and B. Okay, this is the function signature, takes two strings A and B and returns a string. Okay, so this problem of adding two binary numbers I've already explained in great detail already on my channel in a separate video. Okay, both in C++ and Java. The concept of adding two binary strings bit by bit manual addition remains the same both in Java and C++. The code differs a little. So in this video, I'm not going to go in great detail on how that manual addition is happening. That I've already explained in two separate videos. The link for those videos you can find in the description for this video. Okay, I recommend you go through that video first and then come back here. Or if you feel you're confident with your concepts with binary values, addition of binary values, and your coding in C++, you are good to go with this video. Okay, so the idea of adding two binary values remains the same as we have it in our decimal values. Okay, the day-to-day addition, right? You start from right, you go to left, you add digits from both the values, taking a carry starting from carry equal to 0. Okay, and you keep taking the carry forward until it is either 0 or 1. If the carry is 1 through the entire manual addition, you append 1 at the end. Okay, because carry can be either 0 or 1. Okay, because this is binary addition, only two possible digits, 0 and 1. Okay, alright, can we have a blank string? We cannot, right? Okay, a dot length is 1. Alright, okay. The first thing, I make sure that both A and B have same number of digits. Okay, I'll append zeros to the smaller value. Okay, append zeros to the smaller value so that okay, number of digits in both become the same. Okay, and I'm doing this because I just want to have the addition in one single while loop. I don't want to do if there are digits left in A or there are digits left in B. I don't want to do that. Okay, so if A's length is greater than B's length, okay, so there are more digits in A. Okay, add leading zeros to B. Okay, else if length of A is smaller than B, that is B has more number of digits, then you add leading zeros to A. Okay, so in num leading zeros, okay, we need to add is going to be B dot length minus A dot length. Okay, so for int I equal to 0, I less than number of leading zeros, I plus plus. Okay, with the append as these many zeros to the front of the string so that the value remains the same, the number of digits become equal. Okay, adding leading zeros to any value in any number systems keeps the value the same. Okay, so this is going to be we're adding to add leading zeros to A dot length is higher, right? So A dot length is higher. Sorry, confusing myself here. Okay, A dot length is higher, A has more number of digits. So the extra number of zeros we need is A dot length minus B dot length, which we add to B. So it's going to be B equal to 0 plus B. Okay, same logic goes for the other case that if B's length is greater, so you add leading zeros to A. So num leading zeros is going to be B dot length minus A dot length. Okay, we use the same loop and we append zeros to A in this case. Okay, so when we are at line 15, 16, we know the number of digits are equal in both the strings. Okay, we need a sum to store the sum. Since we get binary value as strings, these are strings of zeros and 1, we return the sum as a string as well, which is the case. I say return sum. Okay, I start with a carry of 0. Okay, and I iterate from the last index, which is going to be A dot length minus 1, I greater than equal to 0, I minus minus. Okay, since we are making sure that the number of digits in both the strings are the same, both will have the same number of indices, and so you can do A dot length minus 1 or B dot length minus 1 to start with the last index of either of both the strings. Okay, all right, so we get digit from both, which is going to be A of I minus 0 and digit 2 is going to be B of I minus 0. We get digits as integers. So if A of I is character 0, I get 0 in digit 1, integer 0. If A of I is character 1, we get 1, integer 1 in this, because the string is going to be binary, it is going to contain only 0 or 1 characters. Okay, and then we have the final digit in d equal to 0. Let's take it 0 for now. Okay, whatever will be the digit, okay, append, sorry, I'll say add digit to the sum. So we'll say sum equal to char of 0 plus d plus sum. Okay, not appending. Appending usually means you are adding to the end. We need to add it to the front of the string. Okay, all right. Now there are 4 cases, okay, of adding two binary digits. The first one is 0 plus 0. Okay, so you can say if digit 1 equal to 0 and digit 2 equal to 0. Okay, with this you have a carry as well. Okay, we update the carry as you move forward. So if carry is 0, this makes it 0 plus 0 plus 0, so everything remains 0. So d stays at 0, carry stays at 0. Okay, else is the case that where carry is 1, so carry can be either 0 or 1. So if carry is 1, this becomes 0 plus 0 from these two digits and 1 from the carry. So your d becomes 1 and your carry goes to 0. Okay, the second case is when you have 0 plus 1. So digit 1 is 0, digit 2 is 1. This is 0 plus 1 plus carry 0. If carry is 0, so again digit becomes 1, carry stays at 0. 0 plus 1 makes digit 0 and carry 1. Okay, because 0 decimal binary 0 is decimal value 0, binary 1 is decimal value 1, binary 10 is decimal value 2. So the counting is 0 0 1 0 1 1. Okay, so 0 plus 1 will give you 1, 1 plus 1 will give you 1 0, of which you are taking the digit as 0 and carry as 1. Okay, then we come to the third case, which is exactly the same as 0 plus 1, because only digit 1 digit 2 are reverse. I mean 1 plus 0 instead of 0 plus 1. So the logic remains the same. So in this case you're doing 1 plus 0 plus 0, so digit goes 1, carry stays 0. Okay, and 1 plus 1 plus 0, so digit is 0, carries 1. Okay, and then you have the final case if both are 1. Okay, so digit 1 is 1 and digit 2 is 1. Okay, oh, we did not switch this 0 and 1, 1 and 0. Okay, so 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. Okay, now this is 1 plus 0, which is the same as this. Okay, so digit is going to be 0, okay, and carry is going to be 1. Okay, for 1 plus 1 plus 1, so this is decimal value 3, okay, which is going to be 1 1. So digit is also 1 and carries is also 1. Okay, and whatever the digit comes out based on these 4 cases, the value of d comes out, you are adding it to the sum string. Finally, if your carry stays at 1, okay, we simply do 1 plus sum. Okay, and that's your code. Okay, I hope there are no silly mistakes. Okay, submitting this now. Okay, okay, it is a little slower, so maybe we are doing a lot of concatenation. So I'll, instead of this, I can do b dot insert 0 comma 1 and insert a 0. Okay, so this should be faster. Let me do a dot insert. Okay, so inserting basically at index 0. Okay, all right, same we need to do here in our adding digit to the sum, and we do char of 0 plus d, and instead of this we do sum dot insert 1. Okay, testing this. Okay, all right, submitting this. Okay, better. All right. So this was the solution to this problem, and I hope this was helpful. If there is any doubt, is a part you don't understand, please let me know in the comments. I always try to answer all the comments, and you can always let me know in the comments if there is a question you want to solve or if there is a concept you want to discuss. So please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.